Hi guys, it's Auntie Laura again, and I'm back to read you a new book. Now, the book today is dedicated to my godson, Bobby. I love you very much, and this story specifically reminds me of you and Mummy and the day Mummy got married. So, our story today is called The Ring Bearer. Are you sitting comfortably? The book today is by Floyd Cooper. The Ring Bearer. Mama is having a wedding and Jackson is worried. What will it be like to call Bill Dad and share stuff with Sophie, his new little sister? Things won't be the same around here anymore. Jackson has an important job at the wedding and he's not sure he can do it. Jackson's job is to take care of the rings. Can you see Jackson at the wedding? And the ring's there in his hand. He looks very smart in his suit. Bill walks by, pinching his hanky at the middle. He lifts it, flips it, and folds it into his top pocket to sit like a pet bird. Jackson giggles, but he's still nervous. Mama's having a wedding, and Jackson has to carry the rings down the aisle. So this is Bill, and Bill's going to be marrying Jackson's mummy. Can you see the bird that he made out of the handkerchief? That's very kind. Why the droopy shoulders? Bill asked as he lifts Jackson high and makes him tall. Jackson smiles on Bill's shoulders, but inside he thinks, Mama's having a wedding and I have to carry the rings, but I don't want to trip in front of everyone and mess it all up. Maybe Bill should carry the rings. Is Jackson on Bill's shoulders? He looks like he's having a fun time. Tall Jackson walks over to little Sophie, who is busy counting flowers. Sophie has an important job too. She has to carry the flowers. Is that Sophie with the flower basket? She's playing with the petals. And there's Jackson on Bill's shoulders. Grandpop helps them practice, shows them how to walk down the aisle, slow and steady. That way you won't trip, Grandpop says, like he knows just what's in Jackson's heart. Is that Grandpop there with Sophie? And there's Jackson holding the rings very carefully. But Jackson is worried anyway. Oh, I'm sure he'll be just fine. Let's read on and see. The music starts and Sophie takes off. Grandpop nudges Jackson to get him going too. Jackson walks slow and steady while Sophie skips ahead, ignoring Grandpop's advice. Mama's having a wedding and Jackson has an important job to do. And no matter what Sophie does, he will not trip down the aisle. Is that Jackson with Sophie? They look like they're doing a very good job to me. Jackson sees Sophie coming to a step. But Sophie only sees her flowers. Oh no! Jackson looks shocked. Sophie's losing her stepping. Jackson rushes to Sophie just as she trips on the step and catches her before she falls. That is so sweet. Jackson looks at Grandpop. Grandpop cheers. Mama and Bill cheer too. Yay! The whole wedding cheers. They're all cheering for Jackson. Yay! Well done, Jackson. Sophie smiles and grabs Jackson's hand. They walk together, slow and steady, the rest of the way. Are they holding hands nicely? So nice to see brotherly and sisterly love. Sophie stands next to her dad. Jackson waits for his mama, who is coming down the aisle now with Grandpop by her side, looking like the prettiest lady in the whole church. Jackson sneaks a peek at Sophie, making sure she is still okay. He's still looking out for her. So kind. And he's still got the ring. He's doing a very good job. When Mama gets to the end of the aisle, she bends down next to Jackson. You're a great big brother, Jackson, she whispers. Sophie is lucky to have you around. Oh, is that Mama telling Jackson? Looking at Mama and Sophie and Bill and Grandpop, Jackson is not worried anymore. He's not nervous when he reaches into his pocket for the rings. He's not nervous when he gives them to Mama and Bill. And when the preacher finally says they're all a family now, Jackson knows deep in his heart that he doesn't have to be so nervous about important jobs, and he definitely doesn't have to be nervous about being a big brother. Is that the whole family there together? So we've got Bill, the dad, there's Mama, there's Jackson and Sophie. It all came together nicely. And Grandpops, of course, we can't forget Grandpops. Mama got married and Jackson handled his job just right. So I'd like to dedicate this story to not only my godson Bobby, but also his big brother Malachi, his little sister Tiana, and their little brother Malik. I love you all very much dearly, and I miss you oh so much. I hope you're being good for your mummy and daddies at home, and you're being helpful and kind and creative. I love you all lots. Stay blessed. Mwah.